Okay, welcome back to another installment of Get Ready for Game Night, the YouTube series primarily intended for my friends, where I teach you how to play board games the way I would typically teach my friends if they were just sitting here. So we're doing a run through of the board game Last Will. We're up to round 5, and as it stands right now, the green player has 10, 20, $4 or pounds, and the red player is down to just 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, $11. But the green player still owns property. They own a farm. I don't know if you can see that on camera. And you cannot end the game owning property. So we're getting close to the end. Let's see if we can figure out what happens. In this round, the green player gets to go first. Now, in terms of placement, the green player is noticing that the red player really is going to want to control the market. At least I would, because we're getting close to the end of the game and he's got to sell that property. So it may be very advantageous to go earlier in the round rather than later. So the green player gets to block something. He'd really like to just go first, but he can't do that. So he's going to block. Oh, he's going to try to tempt him away from that single action by blocking there. Red player, nope, he definitely wants to go first. He's just going to go there, and he will then block. He knows the green doesn't want to go here because he doesn't have any cards. Green player might want to go there to get a bunch of cards and actions, or he might want to go there. So he is going to block there. Green player, he's got to decide now between 0 actions, 2 hats, or 0 cards, I'm sorry, 2 hats and 3 actions, or does he want a single card, 4 actions? 4 actions might do it for him, but he also wants some cards, so he's going to go down here. All right. Red player immediately draws his 2 cards. He already has 2. And he will just grab 2 of these. Take a look here. And we've got the boat trip for 2 actions, or the dinner for 1 action. All right. And the green player, he's also going to draw 2 cards. Theater, and dinner. All right. So they've drawn their cards. Now we're going to send out our errand boys. Red player, he for sure wants to manipulate the market. He wants the farms to be as devalued as possible. So he's going to do that, and he doesn't really care about the rest. Green player, he gets to send an errand boy. Oh, we didn't talk about the new cards that came out. So let's do that. So first we have going out to dinner, 4 coins for an action, probably a little better than the dinner that you typically get. Another hectic day, getting lots of actions. That might be particularly important for the red player since he only has 1 action. Now that we're in round 5, we have another wild card. We have a ball, which is just the more actions you spend, the more money you spend. Carriage ride, which is finally something that could pair well with the red player's coachman. Reservations at a restaurant and then another wild card. So green player. He may want to get that hectic day just to prevent the red player from getting it. And in fact, that's what he'll do. He's going to go here, take the hectic day. Red player, he is starting with just a single action. He's going to have to try to make it count. So, given that he already has cards, he's going to take this wild card to try to make the cards that he has better. All right. Red player now gets to start doing their actions. We look from the turn order. He gained one action. Oh, he was actually supposed to draw 5 cards. And he only drew 2. So I'll just get 3 more here. And they got another dinner, and a carriage ride. All right. So first on the order, activate the old friend to get another action. Activate the steward, which actually first he's going to take the wild card to add another horse to his farm. Activating the steward allows him to activate the farm once without using an action, costing him $8 more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Although, I have to double check. Are you allowed to activate a building and sell it in the same turn? I'm going to pause and figure that out. All right, back. I didn't see anything in the rule book that says you can't sell a property while maintaining it. So, activating that costs $8. 7, 8. Just 2 actions. One action is going to be to sell that property. And actually the training ground means that he gets to spend $2 more because he had a horse on the property. The standing reservation would cost $2, and he's now going into debt. He's at -1, so we're going to take 1 back, and this now represents negative money. For a single action, I think he's going to activate this carriage ride. So there's the action. The coachman, because it is a carriage, increases its cost by 2. So that's $4 more in debt that he goes. So he's $5 in debt. And then for the final action, he's going to sell the farm. So when we sell the farm, we notice that it costs $16. But because of the market adjustment that we made earlier, we subtract 3 from that. So he is gaining 16 minus 3, $13. So starting with a -5 plus 13, that's what, a total of 8? So he's down to $8, and he's used all of his actions. All right. Coming over to the green player. The green player picked up 3 actions based on the turn order. He's going to activate the old friend to get another action. The training drown does not do him any good at all because he no longer owns a farm and neither does the estate agent. So in theory, when we get more permanent cards, we can just replace these. And neither does the steward. So first, for a single action, we're going to do the hectic day that gains us 3 more. So 4, 5, up to 6 actions. And he would love to be able to activate these, but they don't do anything because you don't own a farm anymore. But for a single action, he's going to go to the theater, costing $3. For another action, he's going to go to dinner, costing him $2 more. Get rid of 5, pick up 3. And all the rest of his actions are basically wasted. So, end of round 5. We've got the green player with $15, $17, $19. Red player, 8. But red player has to discard down to 2 cards. And he is just going to want to probably get as many actions as possible and go on that ball. And then maybe the boat trip, everything else gets discarded. And that will end round 5. So, red player is going to be selecting things first. Moving on to round 6. I will reset up the board, and we'll see you next time.